High on Life 2. I really enjoyed the experience providing the sequel to the acclaimed High on Life, but although I didn't find it as funny as the first game, there were a very few moments when I actually laughed at the scene or dialogue. The creativity is still there, and this game has several unique and very different moments from the usual. The game losing some of its humor is largely due to the absence of the new character Kenny, the funniest and the most iconic talking gun, a fan favorite who accompanies you throughout the entire journey in the first game. However, he does not appear in this second game because the sole creator of Rick and Morty and CEO of the studio left after legal issues and allegations against him that were never actually confirmed. Anyway, this led to him leaving the studio, and since he voiced the gun Kenny, they probably thought it would be more sensible to cut the character entirely from the game, unfortunately. But getting back to the main points, the game is very fun, remains dynamic, and features addictive FPS mechanics. There are new weapons as well as returning weapons from the previous game, all with the special ammo and unique attacks that make combat diverse and offer several gameplay options. They also added a skateboard instead of the jetpack, and it was a very cool addition overall because the movement with the skateboard is very smooth and easy to understand and adapt to. It makes the map traversal more interesting and faster, and also helps in combat by encouraging you to aim enemies and dodge shots while you're constantly staying in motion and interacting with the environment through the high-speed skateboard tricks. As for the story, it's literally more of the same. It's clone of the first game. You visit a few planets in search of specific targets to take down a company that wants to use humans as drugs. It's exactly the same premise. However, the events during the adventure are completely different and new, and you encounter creative situations and bosses, including one that you have to fight through the game's menus and interfaces. Since it invades your technological suite, and another where you travel to an alternate world in HD with early 2000s style graphics and retro music in a medieval fantasy theme. There are also an investigation style moments where you have to figure out who the secret killer is, and random things like puzzles involving the special attacks of the taking guns, and even the escaping from an intergalactic prison without using your arms, among with other completely ordinary daily situations. After putting it in way more hours, I still have not experienced a single crash. There was one instance where I had to reload a checkpoint after interacting with apples, where I was stuck in a cutscene loop, like I could not move at all, but reloading a checkpoint fixed that. The gameplay is so good, and I'm really loving it. The persons who said the game is short must have done no exploring it at all and just have rushed the whole game. You don't know you can explore, right? Travis is the best scout ever. I will fight you all in one if you start otherwise, well, other than the knifey. I love all the pop culture jokes in this game, especially the reference to Tony Hawk when you talk to the blacksmith making the skate letters. I wish Mardicon would be a playable thing we can come back again and again, kind of like the Oblivion Arena is, or how the Saints Row reboot Dog Ketchum Murder Circuit is. I really loved that part of the game and found it that is so freaking fun. Skateboarding is an amazing concept they added. It's so fun to just skate around doing nothing, doing challenges for the teenagers to spell funny words. Overall, this game is amazing in every shape and form. Maybe Nvidia users are just having some issues because my AMD card crashing it. I don't know what the systems other people are running, but I'm on Ryzen 7 7800X3D with a Radeon 7900 XTX, and I have zero problems so far. Because of that, I honestly think it might be a PC optimizations issue on their end rather than a problem with their game itself. I see people saying that they can barely hit a 100 FPS, while I'm sitting at the average about 302 FPS according to AMD Adrenaline on every high settings at 4K. I also haven't had a single crash in my first hour of playtime. With that said, I highly recommend this game to those who liked the first one. It maintains the standard of narrative with the moments of humor to ease the surroundings and includes many returning characters from the previous adventure, as well as a new character and villains on a beautiful and colorful planets. I believe that depending on your hype, it might be worth waiting for a sale, since the game has still some bugs. I had to reload the last checkpoint several times because of bugs, and the campaign is linear with a little extra content, being completable in 8 to 10 hours. Even so, it's a complex but very fun and distinctive adventure. It's perfect for anyone who wants to something unique and outside the obvious. So guys, thank you for watching this review. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. See you.